I hope you're all alright with my hair sticking out. Right, I'm coming on today, I think it's static, it won't stay straight, to show you my DT project for Handyhippo crafts. Now if you need to find Handyhippo, just simply go in your search engine, in your toolbar, on your computer, type in Handyhippo, it will come up automatically. You don't even need a web address, just type in Handyhippo, because they are a very, very large company, so they will come up in your search. I was asked to show some of the Prima treasures and some Elizabeth Crafts very fine glitter. Now the Elizabeth Crafts project, I'm going to show that separately within the next day or so. And the Prima treasures, I was allowed to pick which ones I wanted to do and pick whatever project I wanted as long as I showed them. So I did pick these frames here. They're very, very dimensional, they're gorgeous, the detail on them is absolutely impeccable, it's brilliant, it's very, very sharp, very clear, very precise, and they're lovely, lovely pieces to work with, and they are resin. And I also picked the cherubs, which I can't show yet any because I've used them all. And I loved working with them, the cherubs just made the project on their own before you've even added anything else to it. You can paint them. I've glittered mine with stickles, and then I've just left them their original colour, but you could paint them, I should imagine, with anything. And the first item that I made was a rosette. Now I have made a gift set out of the Prima treasures, and this gift set is also a challenge entry for a certain lady that we all know, who also does design work for Handyhippo, so she's getting these, so I do hope she likes them. So this is the first one, and it is a rosette. It's a paper rosette, and I've used floral pavilion paper, and it is, let me just show you quickly, double-sided one with that pattern on the front and then dots on the back, and I've used that throughout the gift set. Okay, so there we go. So this is the Prima mini treasure. It's absolutely just beautiful, and like you can just about see, I just glittered the wings and the heart there. I mean, it's so three-dimensional, it's just beautiful, and the detail on the face and the wings, the folds of this little material, I don't know what you'd call that, like a little tunic that the angel's wearing, even down to the toes, you can see its little toes, so the detail on these are stunning, just beautiful. So you just remove them from the card. They've got a slightly sticky strip down the back, and I just glued that on with hot glue. Simple as that. You could use whatever glue you want. It's a resin piece, and they're not overly heavy, so, but I think you would need a strong glue, like a normal wet glue wouldn't, I doubt would hold it. You want something a bit stronger, so either your E600 or I just use hot glue for everything, me, and that has stuck that down perfectly fine. And I did just back it with a small flower applique on the back. And then my rosette is two rosettes. There's a large one and a smaller one in the middle. If you're wanting to know how to make those, if you look a bit further back on my videos on my YouTube channel, there is a tutorial and an explanation of measurements. And then I've just backed the large one with this lovely trim out of my stash, and this lovely blue one, which is like an organza ruffle trim. And then I've used cut out pieces from a vintage blue doily there, and then put more of the same trim as there onto the small one. I've then used a collection of flowers out of my stash and some of these lovely beaded crystal sprays. I mean, you can decorate these as much or as little as you want. This is just how I did it. You could put these on a box, you can put them on a tag, you can put them on anything. They're absolutely stunning. You could make a canvas with them. I just chose to do this because it was a project that I needed to do, and that I knew would get obviously used, because I don't want to be making things and using the items and then them sat about. And then this lovely tassel trim here, which is a white one. And then I've just finished it nicely on the back, because I've got a bit of a thing about finishing things off properly. And I've just, to hold this bow here, that I've just basically tied it in my hands and then let the long bits of ribbon go down the back, just to help give all the rosettes some support. And then I've put this wide crocheted trim to hold it all together, and I've put a little card with my stamp on. And then just a little, I just made a loop with some ribbon in this little hanger and just put a little cluster of flowers there. And this is a lovely bling that I've just recently had gifted. It's absolutely stunning. So, and then some more of this ruffled trim. I've just put in a flower shape there to put the bow on. So that's the first thing that I made with the Prima Little Treasures. The second item that I made, I used one of the frames. There we go. And I just put a little vintage girl in, and then I just backed it with some black card just to finish it off. Okay, and this is an altered cork. And now I've made this out of a ribbon spool. You know when you get your cheapy bits of ribbon and you've got the cardboard spool left? Well, that's what this is. Covered it with the paper. Distressed the edges with, what colour have I used? Broken china. And then I put some pearls on the bottom for feet, and some at the back there. It's got some ribbons cover up the cardboard and some bling trim, and more of the same flowers as what's on the rosette to tie it all together so that it looks like a set. And then all I've done to the cork is I've just run. It was quite tricky as well because it was very dainty, diamante trim round, because I wanted it to show that it's a cork. I didn't want to completely cover it, because this cork actually came from, this is one of them, I had 2 champagne corks, and this is actually from my wedding day, and I did save them. Now this is going to a special lady, so I don't mind, and that is where this cork has come from. So, and then I reused a clip that I had from an old photo holder that had got broken. I pulled it out, and I just gouged a hole in the cork with the end of my scissors and put that in. And then I've just put them 2 little images there, 2 little vintage images, just to display that it's a photo holder. So there we go. That's an altered cork. And again, this is one of the Prima mini treasures. Ceramic, nice and dimensional, lots and lots and lots of detail on that tiny, tiny little frame. And that's the smallest one in the set. All the others are bigger. That's the small one. And I haven't got around to using the others yet. And that measures, what does it measure? About 4 centimetres, which is 1.5 inches roughly. I'm not very good at measuring. So there you go. That's the other Prima Little Treasure. And then I did use, to finish off my gift set for this lady, I have used the other cherub. Now I have scrap lifted this idea off of another lady, and I will explain that in another video, because I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make this booklet. And this is what I've made, and this is just a little extra gift to go in this gift set. And this is a booklet made out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and you can see there, this is the other cherub in the set of the Prima Little Treasures. And again, I've glittered the wings and the heart. Lots and lots of detail there. You can even see the curls in the hair, the little ear, the fingers. They're absolutely beautiful, and they will make any project really, really stunning. So that's where I've used the other one. So I have made this out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12, and I've embellished it with lace and obviously the lovely cherub, and I've made this little dangle. And then inside, each page has a pocket, one there and one there, and then it also has a pocket in the top. And this is all from one sheet of 12 by 12. Now I will, at some point, before I gift this, I will be exchanging this tag for mats like this. And one will be going in each pocket. But just because I wanted to get on and show this project quickly, I haven't completed that bit yet, but I will be doing. And I just put some lace across the bottom, and each page is the same. I will be putting the photo mats in, and I'm going to use the same matching paper, like that. And again, at the top there, you've got another little tag spot. Oh, glue strands, I do apologise. And I just left them white. They will be staying, but I will be making little photo mats for there. And I just edged those again with broken china so that it all matches. And there we go. And then there's the back, covered with some lovely lace again. And that's just a lovely little gift. So that's my DT projects, the little gift set and the rosette. So there you go. Right, ladies, if you want to purchase any of those items, the Prima Little Treasures, go on over to the Handyhippo website and have a browse around and take a look. They've also got lots of lovely paper, lots of new ones in at very, very reasonable prices. I actually do think the prices of those have been brought down slightly so that they stay in very, very competitive. Right, ladies, I'm going to go for now, and I'm going to record a tutorial for this little book so that any of you can make it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.